What would be your advice of separating what my potential is, where I could grow, versus trying to compare myself to everybody around me?
I really don't find much benefit in ever comparing people to each other. I think it's a ridiculous way to live life. To look around and see what other people are doing and, try to feel less or more about yourself as a result. These comparatives are they're ridiculous. That's just seeing, wow, this person achieved a certain thing and I would like to do that as well. The reason why it's ridiculous to compare, people to each other is because we're just all very, very different. And we all have different circumstances. And the guy who you're jealous of because he may be earning more money has a terrible marriage. He doesn't spend any time with his wife and kids. Maybe he's a shark. Maybe he steps on people to get there. All you're looking at is the outside trappings of his success, but you don't really know, and you don't know what he's willing to do or not willing to do to reach that point. And I'm not saying that's all true, but I'm just saying that without all the information, it's ridiculous to do that. I find this just demoralizing. I find that I like to see what other people are doing because I want to see what's potentially out there. But then I really have to look at myself and say, am I maximizing all I can? Am I bringing out all of my potential? And just because somebody else has a potential doesn't mean that I do. And just because somebody else does not have potential doesn't mean that I don't have that potential. So I really spend a lot of time focusing on the road in front of me instead of the lanes to my left and the lanes to my right. I really only glance there very rarely. And I'd say as I've matured, I almost don't glance there at all. I really don't look at what other people are doing, both inside of my profession and outside, in terms of success, in terms of where they've gone. If I could learn something from them, I do. I think people should spend more time developing themselves, reading books, speaking to people that can teach them how to gain certain skills, and stop worrying about everybody else.